All right, let's get into the profile editor view here. We've got the basics, but now it's time to add a few things. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add a couple more variables, and I'm going to create a state variable, which means it is going to be a variable that is bound just to this page, to a control on this page. And we're going to call it a private variable and state private variable new interest string, and we'll keep it blank just like that. And one more thing we're going to do is we're going to create a focus state private variable, and we're going to, that's not what I want. We're going to create a focus state private variable, focus state private variable. We're going to call that interest field focused. We'll show how we use those in just a moment there. And we don't need a we don't need a value assigned to it. So there we go. And let's get into creating the body here. We're going to start with a form that's going to contain our editing form. And first, we're going to create a section called basic info. So we're going to call a section called basic info. Basic info. There we go. And now we are creating an enclosure. And inside that, we're going to create a text field. Call it name. And inside that, we're going to bind the text for the variable name. There we go. And right below that, we're going to create a stepper for age. So we'll create value. Again, we're going to bind that to age. That's why we use the $sign, and we'll give it a range, and 0 to 120. I don't know why we need to go all the way down to 0, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter. And inside that, we're going to create an age stack, and we'll say text, age, and then a spacer, and then another piece of text where we are going to bind that to the age variable, or the value of the age variable. Foreground style is going to be secondary again, which is that nice gray color. And that's it for that section. Okay. Easy way to find the end of the enclosure for that is to put your cursor next to it, and you can see the corresponding one highlights there. So now I know that I'm outside that section. We'll create another section called interests. Section interests. And inside that one, we'll create an H stack and start out with the text field. Text field, add an interest, interest. There we go. And we're going to bind that text to that new interest variable here. That's going to hold that until it gets added. And focused is going to be using that. HR is overzealous, and we're going to say text input capitalization, auto capitalization, And we're going to say capitalize each word or use words for that. Now we'll create a button in that same H stack called add interest or just add. And then we'll use that to interest. There we go. That's going to invoke a function that we haven't made yet. So let's take a little side tour here and we'll create that function. The function is going to be inside the profile editor view struct, but outside of the body. So right here, we're going to create private function add interest. No parameters. Now we're going to clean out the input from this text field and put it onto the list of interests. So first thing is we're going to say let cleaned equal new interest dot trimming characters in white space and new lines. So we're going to use all of the characters that are in this character set, white space, period, tabs, enters, spaces, all of those are part of that collection. And it's going to use that to say, let's get rid of all of the characters at the front and the back in case the user puts a space before or after what they put. Now, after we clean those out, we're going to use a guard statement, and this prevents the a blank interest from being added. So, and we're going to say if cleaned is empty, else return. Okay, so we're going to say this is the not character. So if the character, once it's cleaned, so if this variable is empty, if it's not empty, then we're good. Otherwise, return. So exit that function before you do anything else. So if you don't exit the function, we're going to do this. If interest contains cleaned, so in other words, if this value is part of that list or is not part of that list, then we are going to add it. So interest.append cleaned. So we're going to add that list if it's not already part of the list. Prevents duplicates that way. Now we're going to say new interest equals a blank string, which empties that field out. And we're going to say interest field focused equals true. So we put the focus back onto that field when it's done. Okay, so that is our add interest. And now you can see that the button is associated. So when we click add, it's going to add that interest. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back up to here, back up into this section, and we are going to, first of all, we want the button to be disabled if this is empty. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to say disabled new interest, trimming characters, again, characters in, and we're going to say white spaces and new lines is empty. So all in that one line, what we're doing is we're saying if, when we take what's in that box, we trim the characters that are included in the set, if it's empty when it's done, then it's going to disable that. If it's not empty, if that's not true, then this is not going to be disabled. So it's a pretty straightforward way of disabling or re-enabling that button. You can see now in the preview here it's disabled, and if I type some stuff, then it becomes enabled. So that's very dynamic. It goes right along with what I wanted to do. So the next thing is outside of this age stack, we are going to add a list of interests. And so we're going to say if interests is empty, then what we're going to do is we're going to write text no interest yet. And we'll say foreground style is secondary. Okay, you can see here that's working the way it's supposed to be because our interest is empty here. So if it's not empty, then we're going to show the list. So else, and we're going to say for each, our variable is interest, and we're going to give it an ID of self because each one is going to be a unique string, so we can get away with that. And we're going to say interest in, and we'll say text, put a little fake bullet there using the hyphen, and we'll put the interest there. Now what we need to do is we're going to create an onDelete function, on delete, perform delete interest. Now notice we're not adding a set of parentheses at the end of this function like we normally would, but it is a function that we need to use. So let's create that function, and it's pretty simple. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create the function private function delete interests at offset index set. So that basically means whichever one of those is deleted gets passed to here as an ID number and then gets sent to this function. And so what we're going to do is interest.remove, and we'll remove it at whatever index is sent to here. So that's it. That's the whole function. So let's get some interest here. There we go. Oops. There we go. Each one has to be its own string. And now look at that. We've got those interests. And there's our delete. And you can see that that works great. So good for us. We're looking really good here. We've got our basic information. Our profile editor view is finished.